Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something I have not done on my channel, which is a TBR for the month of May. I don't typically do TBRs mostly because I just sort of grab books as I feel like reading them, so I don't like to tie myself down to like a list of books I want to read that month. But this month is going to be a little different because I'm simultaneously challenging myself and giving myself a little bit of a break. I've been reading a lot of long, really involved books, mostly fantasy with, heavy character development and plot and world building. And I kind of want to give myself a brain break and sort of stave off a possible reading slump, because I sort of felt like I was getting in a little bit of a reading slump this past month, and I don't want to do that because I have a lot of great books on my shelf to read, and yes, I'm gonna put down a few things that I am currently reading and move on to some other things. So first of all, the books that I am currently reading that will probably get set aside this month are The Hero of Ages, which I would like to finish, but I just know realistically that I need a break from this, so I'm going to be setting this one down for the month of May. And then also Better Than Before, which is a nonfiction book by Gretchen Rubin, who wrote The Happiness Project. And I will also probably be setting this one down. If the mood strikes, then I will pick it back up and read it. I'm about halfway through this one, so we'll see. But I just haven't been in the mood for this recently, and I'm not going to push myself to read it if I'm not in the mood for it. So the one book that I am currently reading that doesn't really fit the theme I'm sort of setting forth for May, but that I am going to continue to read because I'm listening to it on an audiobook and I'm really enjoying it, is The Tokaido Road. And the audiobook for this, the narrator is really fantastic, and I just feel like as an audiobook this is so much more manageable. If I were probably reading it instead of listening to it, I would probably also set this one down because it is a little dense. There's a lot of world building, just sort of descriptive, like giant descriptive paragraphs. But basically, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying listening to it, so I'm going to keep on. Now on to my theme for the month of May, which is going to be mostly YA May. That's sort of what I'm deeming it, and I might have a hashtag for myself because I don't think anybody else is going to be joining me. It's just something that I just wanted to give it a catchy name, and like I said, I've been reading a lot of dense books with a lot of complex plots and world building, and I just sort of want to read some YA and take a brain break, and I have a lot of things on my shelf that I haven't gotten to yet that I've been wanting to read, so this is the perfect opportunity to do that. Now, the one book that I am going to be reading that does not fall into this category that I wasn't previously reading is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. And the reason that I'm reading this, even though I'm doing mostly YA May, is because this is our book club book pick of the month. I started taking part in a book club with a couple of my friends here locally, and this is the book that we chose for the month of May, and I really probably already should have started it because I'm a week in and I haven't opened it yet. So this is going to get read in May. Alright, so I have kind of a giant stack of YA books here that I'm just going to quickly list off as books that I could potentially be reading. The first one I'm definitely going to read because I'm reading it, and that is The Winter's Crime. I'm really enjoying this and I'm looking forward to finishing it, even though I know I'm going to have to wait for the third one to come out. But this is fantastic, so I will be continuing on with this. And then I picked up a couple of new ones, and I have not hauled them yet, but they are going to be possible choices in May, and that is Magonia, which I've heard a ton of things about on YouTube, but not really, I feel like I haven't heard anything about the plot of it, or about, I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about this and the fact that it's blurred by Neil Gaiman, but I'm pretty sure no one's described the plot, and I'm probably not going to either, but it looks like it's going to be good. Science fiction, young adult, yep. The next one I have to fully admit was a cover by, or rather I was drawn to it by the cover, and then I read the inside jacket and the first page, and I decided that I was going to pick it up, and that is We All Looked Up by Tommy Walsh, and it's just like, it's a different cover. I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of things that look like this, and it fascinated me. And so I looked into it, and it's basically, sounds like it's like a countdown to the end of the world, or a countdown till an asteroid hits, and it's a bunch of teenagers, and like they're all in different groups, and they sort of leave those different stereotypes behind, or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm looking forward to reading it though. The next one is something that I think a lot of people are currently reading and I've heard great things about, and I'm very, very, very much looking forward to getting to this one, but it probably won't be one of the first ones I get to, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. And I don't really know a ton about what this is about. I feel like Elena talked about it, and now I don't remember what she said about it, but I'm looking forward to reading this. Yes. And then I have one that's sort of not, those all seem like sort of dark, a lot going on, or sci-fi books, and I have one that is not that, and it is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I've had this since Christmas and I have been wanting to read it. I'm going to pick this one up in May. And then I have two more that I may or may not get to, and that is Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess. I have read Clockwork Angel and I enjoyed it a lot. It took me a long time to get my hands on these two, and so I have not continued on the series, but I look forward to doing so. So I feel like these I might get to, and if I do, I will just like blaze through the two of them because I remember reading Clockwork Angel pretty quickly. So yes, that is my giant stack of books for Mostly YA May, and if you want to join in with me, feel free. I will make hashtag. You can comment in the comments, you know, talk to me on Twitter or whatever. I'm just looking forward to a bit of a brain break and to get through a stack of books that I have on my TBR relatively quickly. So yes, I will probably be back at reading more of what I normally read next month, but we'll see. Alright, well I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!